This is going to be your quickie West Coast swing lesson, which is
You said quickie.
which is silly girl, which is something that we usually don't recommend because West Coast swing is one of the hardest social dances to learn. But just to get you started, we're going to try to fit some basics in 15 minutes. So while you're at home, you can dance with us. Let's start with our footwork. Leaders, you can follow along with me.
Followers, you can follow along with me.
Leaders, left foot first.
Followers, right.
We're going to take 2 steps in place, 1, 2. Then we do our triple step, triple step. That's it. That's your rhythm for your basic. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Leaders are left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
Followers, right. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
And 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Good. I know you mastered it already, so let's go ahead and get you started with your first pattern. We're going to face each other, so if you want to face the screen, we're not going to touch first, and we're doing patterns individually. One of the challenging things about West Coast swing is it's not a perfectly complementary or mirror image dance, so you're doing 2 different things. I'm going to do the leaders part, but I'm not going to explain it at first while she explains the followers part, and then we'll switch roles. So leaders, you could watch me, but ignore her.
Followers in West Coast swing, I am slightly toed out if you're used to adding your techniques in there. I'm going to come forward towards the leader 1, forward towards the leader 2. I'm going to triple right underneath me, 3, and then I'm going to step back on the 4, and then I'm going to triple again in place, 5, and 6. Just with the rhythm, it's going to be a walk, walk, triple back, stay in place, or 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, so let's back up a little bit. So now leaders, I'll explain your part. So notice we're not doing the exact same thing. Leaders, we usually start in a 3rd position, open 3rd position, this kind of footwork. Your weight's on your right foot. Your first step's going to be straight back on 1. You're going to bring your feet together on 2. On 3 and, you keep your feet together as you go 3 and then on 4, you're going to take a small step forward, 4. And then you take your 5 and 6 underneath you, 5 and 6, in what we call a 3rd position. Let's do that together. And back together, triple forward, triple step, 1, 2, 3, and forward, 5 and 6 again, 1, 2, 3, and forward, 5 and 6. Now, just to give you a different angle at home, let's go ahead and do this backing you. So followers, once again, watch Dawn. Leaders, you're going to watch me. We're going to take our 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 and 6, and back together, 3 and 4. What do the followers do?
And forward, forward, triple back, stay in place again, forward, forward, triple back, triple step.
Okay, good. Now we know you've mastered it at home, so let's go ahead and put it together. So we start with an open position. That means leaders left hand, followers right. You're going to relax your arms, not totally loose. You want to take out the slack, but you don't want to tense up either. So make sure your fingers are curled. You have a good grip with your partner, and your elbows are back, reeled in, but you want to have some stretch ability, right? So like as if our arms are a rubber band or a bungee cord, yeah? Now, start leaders with your weight on your right, followers on your left. Let's go to 1 and freeze. We go back, she comes forward. That's 1. Now notice on 2, I bring my feet together, but she keeps coming forward on 2. So I'm offering my right hand out, saying, all right, I want to catch you. And then as she comes forward on 3, I just in place, I do a small 3rd position. 3 and then she goes big step back on 4. I take tiny step forward. 4, releasing our right hand. 5 and 6. I know that was a lot, so let's do that again. Let's freeze on 2. You're going to go back together. She goes forward, forward. 1, 2. On 3 and, then we separate on the 4, 5, and 6.
Now, followers for us, I think of it as once I get my momentum going, I'm just redirecting off the leader. So a lot of times when people learn West Coast swing, they see the arms moving, but Nino's not pushing me. His arms are releasing because I'm just coming in, redirecting, and springing off of the leader. So that's actually just a rebound, not push-pull.
Yeah, I think of the arms as like a spring or padded wall or something, so that way she's using her own momentum. But I do have to catch her and absorb, so let's talk a little bit about that. So right at the beginning, we have something what we call resistance. Some people call it an anchor. So this resistance is just an away feeling. So notice our bodies aren't forward like they would be in hustle or salsa or ballroom. They're away, so our centers are over the back foot and over the heel. Now, I use that to actually send her forward. By me moving my body back, see how I'm initiating that movement? Me moving my body back brings her forward, but now I got to catch her, and that's what we call compression. So we're using resistance and compression. Don't be afraid of using that compression as you get close to each other. That's going to be on the 3 and 4, 5 and resistance, compression, and then we try for resistance by the end of 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Got that? Now let's add the second pattern. Underarm turn. Some people call it a right side pass. We call it an underarm turn. She passes on our right, but we are creating a little window for her to pass through. We'll do it again. So notice she's going from one end to the other. One of the characteristics of West Coast swing is it's slotted. It's pretty much always slotted. Slots can move and scroll and get a little dynamic. But the bottom line is that she's on one end and she moves to the other. I pretty much stay in the middle. The simple analogy I use is a football field. She's going from end zone to end zone. I'm kind of going sideline to sideline, and I live around the 40 to 40 yard line, 40, 50 yard line, and she's going all the way up and down the field. So one more time.
The simple analogy I use is we do all the work and they just kind of stand and direct.
That's not true. That's not true. She does usually move more than we do, but we still have to be very skilled leaders and making sure that we're choreographing the whole thing on the fly, if you will. All right. So let's start with the footwork. Leaders, let's start with yours. So this is your slot this time. On 1, you're going to actually move with your left foot to the rail. So back is very important and slightly to the side. On 2, you're going to scoot your right foot. Notice as you scoot your right foot out of the way, you replace and you rotate your body. On 3 and 4, that first triple step, it's going to be really small, and you're just going to cut this corner so you end up facing the other wall. We go side, cross, side. That's your 3 and 4. Then 5 and 6 is just underneath you in a third position, 5 and 6. I'm going to do it again. You can back the screen and do it with me. So on 1, you're going back with your left foot. On 2, get out of the way with your right. Then you're going to take your left, right, left, and then finish with your 5 and 6. So notice your big step, leaders, is on 1. That's what gets her moving. And then everything else is really just tiny, right? So allowing her to pass you up. Leaders, keep practicing that footwork.
Followers, your footwork. I'll show you from 2 different directions. We're going to start facing this direction first. So we're going to take that walk, walk, forward, walk, forward, walk. We're going to start to get rotation from the leader to the left, so I'm going to start to rotate my upper body to the left. Now, on my triple step, I'm going to take a small side with my right foot slightly behind. I'm going to keep rotating my body, cross, back, and then I triple step. Okay, so if I reset, we're going to go forward walk, starting to rotate to the left. We're going to take a side, cross, back, and triple step. Let's go this direction. Forward walk, walk, side cross, back, triple step. Okay. From this direction, the trickiest part about the underarm turn is making sure the right foot stays behind the left. So what I mean by that is when we take that walk, walk right here, think of the foot that's in the front, which is your left, is going to stay in that position, and this is right underneath you, so keep your right foot back. Rotate, step back, and then our 5 and 6.
It's time to put these 2 together. Let's go ahead and let's face this wall first. Our slot is kind of tight here, but just so you could do it with us, leaders facing the camera. Let's freeze on 1. On 1, I get out of the way. 1, notice I got out of the way. She's got the slot. Now my right foot's got to get out of the way as I create a window. So notice I raise my left hand. Notice her elbow still low. You should have a window here. Pretty picture. Prettiest picture in the world. Not if you know what's good for you. That's your 2. Now she's going to keep traveling while I get back in the slot on the 3 and 4. And then we finish with our anchor triple on the 5 and 6. Let's go ahead and do it this way. So followers, you're facing the screen, leaders, you're backing it. Freeze on 2. We have 1, 2. All right, we twisted our body, created that space. Go to 4, 3, and 4. Remember, at the end of 4, that's when you have that resistance in your connection. Then finish it with your 5 and 6. All right, we're going to do it this way now so you could see it. So let's go with our partners. Freeze on 2. We have 1, 2, creating the window. Notice contra body with our rotation. 3 and 4. We have that resistance by the end of 4. Notice our centers are back. Then we take our 5 and 6. All the way through. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, do it again. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. One more time. 5 and 6. And 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Good. Now we have our underarm turn. We have our push break. Can we do those alternating? All right, let's start with a push break. Underarm turn, push break, underarm turn. Face the same way we are. Do it with us. 5, 6, 7, 8, and push break. 3 and 4, 5 underarm, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now push break, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now underarm, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Push, break. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6.
How about with some music?
Let's do it. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Don't say and 1 to this crowd.
1, 2, 3, and 4. 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5 and 6. Make sure you're always seeking that anchor at the end of the slot. All right, if you notice, the poise of our body is back, ready to catch. Not heavy, right? So we're not leaning on each other, but we definitely have that stretch at the end of every pattern. We have the resistance, stretch, into the next pattern. Remember, leaders, keep it nice and small. The better your connection, the less you have to move to let her feel that lead. One more pattern. Let's do our left side pass. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6 again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6.
Followers, the good news, we are doing the exact same footwork. We're just not going underneath the arm.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy if you know your underarm turn. It's the same concept. Follower goes from one end to the other end. Leaders, we're getting out of the way, going to the sideline, but we have to lead her first. This time, though, she's passing on our left side, thus the left side pass. So let's break down the leader's footwork real quick, facing this wall, leaders. All right, so this time, leaders, with your left foot, you're going to go towards that sideline. So I'm going to step with my left foot. I'm going to open up and step down the slot on 1. All right, so notice I stepped back, but opening my body up on 1. On 2, I'm going to replace my weight on my right foot where it was. And then on 3 and, I bring my feet together in a closed third position. Just bring your feet together. 3 and then on 4, we rotate and point our toe and our nose at our partner, who will be over here. And then we finish with our 5 and 6 like normal. All right, I'm going to do it once facing this way so you can finish it with me. So we're starting with 1 is going to be back, rotating your body. You're going to replace your weight on 2. You're going to take a 3 and underneath you, step towards your partner on 4, and then finish in a third position with your 5 and 6. You hear me talking about foot positions and resistance, compression. All that stuff is on our online learning lounge. In case you're interested, we have those videos that explain it more. But hopefully you're keeping up with us and following those little details today. Okay, so let's do this together. Let's face this way since the leaders are the ones doing the new part. We are going to be in open position once again. So remember, you need to create create space for her to pass on your left. So on 1 leaders, we step down the slot. That gives her the lead. We replace on 2. As she's passing us up, we take our 3 and then as she steps back on 4, we're going to take a tiny step forward, just enough to give her the ability to resist, to have that anchor. And then we have our 5 and 6. Let's do it again facing this wall. We're going to open up on 1, replacing on 2. We take our 3 and 4. Do it again with us. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, and 4. One more time. 5 and 6 and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6.
Followers, one little extra note to pay attention to is I like to flashlight my partner in West Coast Swing, but especially in this pattern, so you can see when we take that 1, 2, I'm already looking at the partner, but you can think of it as flashlighting as well. My hand's still in front of the body, and then I keep doing that as I go through the turn. That way it's a little bit more smooth going across the slot.
Okay. All right, I think now we can put it all together. So we have a push break, we have an underarm turn, and a left side pass. Let's see if we can alternate those 3. We'll do it once, and then we'll do it to music. So starting with the push break, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now underarm turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now left side pass. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Let's put it to music. 5, 6, 7, 8, and push.
Here I go,
break.
here I go, here I go again, girl.
Underarm.
Okay, then chillin', minding my business. You saw I looked around and I couldn't believe this.
Push break.
I stand, my niece, my witness. The brother had it going on with something kinda wicked. Had to kick it. I'm not shy, so I asked for the digits. I hope no, that don't make me see what I want. Slip, slide to it swiftly. Felt it in my hips, so I dip back to my bag of tricks. Then I flip forward tip, made me wanna do tricks on them, lick them like a lollipop should be lit. Came to my senses and I chill for a bit. Don't know how you do the voodoo that you do so well. It's a spell, hell makes me wanna shoot.